to begin again. The theme is to begin again. So this child's pose, let it represent a very new beginning. Not knowing is literally a luxury. Take a few deep breaths in your back, however you want to take the breath. And then let your exhale help you to soften, relax the shoulders, the jaw, your teeth. And maybe take your knees a little wider. And begin to notice if the breath can maybe come in a little deeper. When you come on your mat like this, it's an opportunity, if you choose, an opportunity to not know, to drop what you know, to come back to an equanimity, a balance. And so physically, what I want you to do today, especially if you haven't been in a while, is just to, once you get into your pose, you listen to your body and you'll know to go a little deeper, and you can also back off. The point is not to get through and make it perfect. The point is to really discover for yourself what's going on inside and move through all the resistance through your breath. You'll take one more deep breath in and open your mouth and let go of everything, no matter what. Wake up to your hands, lengthen your arms so that you're pressing into 10 pads of your fingertips. And then curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Pressing down through each heel. And softening your knees enough to push your hips way back. Space between each vertebrae. By lengthening your hips back, your hands down and forward. Walk your hands back to your feet. Take ragdoll at the back of your mat. Soften your knees and opposite hand to opposite elbow. And let this be like a meditation. So you're waking up to your feet, four corners. Maybe lift your toes and spread them out. Oh, and I forgot, I'll mute you all. And then you can relax your head enough to keep your eyes to one point. And just switch the cross of the elbows the other way. So we're using the right and left side of your body to balance out. Okay, so for the rest of practice, you're going to breathe full deep breaths in and out through your nose with your mouth closed. A couple more breaths, really land here. And release your hands back down to the ground, downward facing dog. Relax your head down, feet together, right leg straight back. Pull back so much, maybe drop the left heel. Keep stretching, then bend your right knee and roll it open. 3 deep Ujjayi breaths. So from any stagnant and waiting, just really making it your own, feeling and moving in to stretch. Yes, beautiful. Right leg down. Left leg straight back, lengthen back, maybe push the right heel down. Then bend your left knee and open up the left hip. Imagine stacking your left hip over the right. Yeah, but then you be careful dipping too deep in the right shoulder and you square out the shoulders. Look up through the upper toes. Relaxing your head a little, yes and no. And then square your hips and step your left foot forward to the front of your mat and your right foot forward as well. Bring your feet together, lengthen halfway up, breathe in, open your chest. Forward fold, exhale. We'll do that again, halfway, lengthen your spine. Stay here long enough, maybe drop the fingertips by your baby toes So you'll bend your knees if you need to, lengthen your heart forward. Breath in, fold right in half, exhale. Roll on up to stand, ground down your legs, squeeze your thighs, stretch your arms up to the sky, even higher and higher. Stretch up, look up, breathe in. Pull to your heart center, forward fold, exhale, drop your head down. Just a halfway lift in here, long spine. Forward fold, even deeper, empty. Roll on up to stand, extended mountain, reach up to the sky, front ribs in, reach up, reach back. Forward fold to your heart center, exhale, drop your head, good. Halfway lengthen, deep breath. Fold, exhale, stretch even deeper. Roll up to stand, extended mountain, reach up, and pull your hands to your heart center, pause, exhale. And begin with sun salutations. Reach your arms up high, look up. Pull through your heart, fold forward, exhale, drop your head down. On an in-breath, lengthen your spine. Gently step to a high plank. Again, remember, this is the beginner's mind, as if you've never done this and you're curious where your hands are, your feet, and then you start to really pull into your core. And what you need to sustain this, instead of sinking in, you push away from the earth. You rise above heaviness and you pull in the right and left side of your body. Very good. One more breath. From your core, downward facing dog, hips to the sky, exhale. And we'll do that on one count. Pull into high plank, look forward, deep breath. Downward facing dog, look back, exhale. On an in-breath, high, strong arms, strong legs, high plank. And on your exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, long breath, long plank. Down dog, long exhale, hips to the sky, empty. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, from downward facing dog, you'll take one more deep breath, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, take a walk to the top of your mat. Lengthen halfway, breath in, fold on your exhale. Rise, extended mountain, drive your legs down, reach up, look up. Through your heart center, fold forward, exhale. These are to wake your body up, halfway lengthen, inhale. Step back 1 foot at a time to high plank. Now take your deepest breath in here, look forward, move forward to low plank and empty out, pause. If you need to drop your knees in low plank, do that. Upward facing dog, so your choice to drop your hips or to clear your thighs off. Downward facing dog, exhale, good choice. Breath in and out. 2 more breaths. Remember, this is a clearing out. You want to empty your cup. And at the end of this out breath, you're going to walk or jump to the top of your mat. Follow the in breath to lengthen your spine. Good, Susan. Fold forward, exhale. Extended mountain rise, squeeze your arms, go back a little more. Forward fold, exhale. Lengthen halfway and draw the front ribs in. Good, high to low plank, or drop your knees and pause it low. Upward facing, pick your heart up, open chest. Downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Creating a strong rooting between your hands or hands down and your feet, but yet you're soft in the knees so that there's an ease. It's not rigid. And see what you see so you can really wake up to your whole body. Okay, lift your heels up, breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward on empty, jump to the top. Good, Brandy. Lengthen halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, Utkatasana, sweep up. Good, so take your feet together and your knees together. And you could drop the weight back in the heels more, but I want you to make sure the knees are back so that you can see your toes. Once you drop your hips a little lower and squeeze your belly in, you could take the upper arm bones back. Good. Now look at one point, whatever you see right in front of you, And make any adjustments so that your breath is able to flow smoothly. It's not rigid. And then you know yourself, if you could drop in a little deeper through the hips and heels, go there. Yes, Chris. Shift into your breath and start to slow and deepen your breath. And then go to the third level of your mind. If there's any gripping or holding, bring ease. Bring ease. Squeeze your arms. A hint of a smile. Breathe in and forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lengthen. Inhale. Walk or jump to low push-up. Now listen to your body. You could always drop the knees down. Upward facing dog. Open chest. From your core, downward facing dog. Exhale. Take your time to bring your right knee to your nose and lift your back ribs. Yes, you want to lower your hips and lift your armpits. Feel that good extra core? Okay, step your right foot forward. Drop your back heel down for warrior one. So the back heel is down, the front knee 90 degrees. And you're creating, right, you're just the arms above your hips and your hips low. Keep pulling your right hip back and creating a nice strong back leg. Now, keep that lower body just as it is and squeeze your arms a little straighter. And now in the next exhale, drop your hips lower to the ground. Work the element of earth underneath your feet, fire in your core. And your breath, it's not only air, but the softening of your shoulders is also air. And from the stability of your feet and your squeezing of your arms, go ahead and lift your heart up. Palms together, look up, inhale. Hands to the ground, low plank. You're flowing now like water. Upward facing pause, downward facing dog. Left knee to nose and pause. So the moments in between, the ones that you want to pass by, they're the most valuable. Lower hips, armpits lift. Yes. And step it forward. Drop the right heel down and really grip the left hip in as you come up. Awesome. Make adjustments here with your feet so you could pull your left hip back. And as you drop the hips lower, let's take a peek that your front knee and front toes are facing forward and that you can pull your left lung forward. Excuse me, your right lung forward. Okay, now drop the hips a little lower. From the belly pulling in, there's your fire. Start to lift your collarbones, create some nice stretch and like a really powerful strength with your arms. You're using your whole body to sustain this. Soften the shoulders. Good. From the skin to your muscles, pull in. Now look up, palms together, breathe in. Hands to the ground, low plank. Deep breath and upward facing. And then press that breath out through downward facing dog. Breathe here, recover, soften. And just remember it's a clearing. Get as much as you can in this practice by breathing profoundly and emptying out physically and mentally. Huge breath in, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or float, top of your mat. Halfway lengthen, fold forward. Chair pose, one deep breath, sit low. Breathe to the fingertips. Fold forward, exhale. On the in-breath, lengthen your spine. And on the out-breath, low plank. Upward facing, fill up. Downward facing, press back. Right foot straight ahead, warrior one. You push the heels down, rise up. When you hold the breath in, squeeze your back leg. And right to the ground, low plank. Upward facing, crown to the sky, spine in. Downward facing dog. Left foot when you get there, hold the in-breath, rise up to the top, squeeze your back leg. Good, John, squeeze. And to the ground, low plank. Empty, empty, completely at low. When you get to upward, soak it in. And when you get to down dog, breathe. You could always open your mouth if you need, but then go back to mouth sealed and a softening of your joints. Doing great. Breathe in, breathe out, look forward, try jumping if you haven't yet. Halfway lengthen, fold forward. Chair pose, feel the hugging in, rise up through your fingertips. Fold forward, head down. Lengthen halfway, high to low plank. Upward facing, lift, downward facing dog, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one, right? So you're waking up to all body parts. Look up, see the ceiling and be aware of your back leg. Low plank. Upward facing, breath in, good work. Downward facing, press back. Left foot steps forward, right? On your timing, and when you get to the top, see the sky, the ceiling, reach up, hold the breath, and then right back down, hands, feet, and core. Upward facing, breath in, downward facing dog. Excellent. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, then open to warrior two and expand. We'll take a few breaths here so that you can begin to set up physically the front knee over the front heel. Okay. And the good news is we're malleable, we're movable, so don't feel like you have to be stiff and wait, but just maybe create like a strong back leg and bend deeper into the front knee. If your arms burn, you squeeze your skin, your muscles into the bones and expand everything away from the center. Inhale. And on your exhale, you draw the belly button in. See one point. Notice what stirs up and go deeper in your own fire. There's a lot of courage when you feel like this. And patience. Flip your front palm, reverse it back. Take it back, reach up, inhale, and to the ground, low push-up. Exhale. There's a lot to feel, of course. Upward facing, downward facing dog. And you make no stories about it, you just feel it. Left foot forward, warrior one. Deep breath, make sure the back heel is down, reach up, and then open warrior two and expand. Okay, so make sure there's as much weight in the back leg as the front, just by pulling your right hand back maybe 7 inches. Your shoulders right over your hips. And then just take a few deep breaths to settle in, to keep yourself in this stillness, but with a lot of energy moving. Breath. See if you can squeeze your arms more. Just when you think you can't, squeeze a little more, breathe a little more. Very good. Flip your left palm, put it in reverse, take it back. Breathe in, chaturanga, low plank. Rise and upward, soak it in. Downward facing dog. Okay, very good. Downward facing dog, take a few breaths to not only soften your elbows and knees, but to really push your hips way back. And then from here, you're gonna take your right knee to nose and then straight back. Nothing more than straight back. Down the center 3 more times. Knee to nose, lift your back ribs to the sky and stay straight back. Knee to nose, exhale, pull the armpits up and inhale straight back. 1 more time, knee to nose, lift the armpits, straight back, bend your right knee, open up your hip, and some of you will flip your dog, others just keep your leg up in the air. It could be a tabletop, flip dog, or just stretch right up, right thigh high. Okay, take your right foot down and come into high plank for a moment. Side plank, outer edge of your right foot. So outer edge of your right foot, you're going to come either straight legs, maybe bend the bottom knee, or go ahead and lift the upper leg. Your expression is in your body this morning for openness and freedom. It doesn't have to look a certain way. So finish off with a nice big lion's breath out your mouth. Ha. And back into plank, through chaturanga or downward facing dog. All right, you've got choice. And you're doing great. Okay, great work, Maddie. Right foot forward, crescent lunge. Leave your back heel up and take your arms up to the sky. Okay. So steady the front foot. I know if mine gets a little shaky. Steady the four corners of your front foot. Then steady your gaze. And now steady your breath. 3 more breaths where you can feel you are solid and grounded. If your shoulders are tender, you could soften your elbows. Good. Now pull your front ribs in, lengthen and stretch up. Inhale, hands to prayer, tilt forward a little bit and prayer twist right side. The key here is that your front knee is over the front heel. Breathe in, lengthen. As you breathe out, grip the right hip in. 3 more on your own. John and everyone, strengthen that back leg nice and strong. The breath get down beyond the collarbones. 1 more breath in. Stay here till it's gone. Okay, warrior 2. Good, Brandy. Drop the back heel and open up your arms. If you come to warrior 2, front foot on 12 o'clock, expand your arms. Side angle pose, forearm to thigh. As you lengthen up your upper arm and tuck your right butt cheek in, stay a few breaths. And then you could stay here or take your upper hand behind you, half bind, full bind, even bird of paradise, whatever is here for you, so that you can breathe freely and enjoy the cleanse. 3 more awesome breaths. Good. And release. Chaturanga or skip out on low plank. It's really up to you and your body, hopefully not your mind, what you have an agenda, but your body, listening to your body. Okay, you'll take the left leg straight back, lengthen. Draw your knee to your nose and round your back so much you can squeeze out every drop of breath. Inhale, left leg lengthen, knee to nose curl. Inhale, straight back. Knee to nose, curl, lift your armpits. We'll take 1 more. Inhale, big breath. Knee to nose, squeeze out every drop, toxins. And then legs straight back. Bend your left knee, open up your hip, flip dog or not. Climb your way into an expression that feels like you're breathing out some old stuff. And you're in and that your skin is opening up. Drop your head back, Chris. 1 more breath. Randy. And then come back. High plank, side plank, outer edge of your other foot. Some of you did the left or right. When you're in your side plank, you could drop your knee down or straighten both legs. That's it. Pull in, press down, lift your lower hip as high as you can. 1 more, kick the upper leg up. Okay, back to your plank, through vinyasa or downward facing dog. Keep your core nice and firm to protect your lower back. Downward facing dog. Okay. Downward facing dog, left foot forward, crescent lunge. Round down, rise up. And just spend a few moments to get steady here. Right, so you want about hip width apart. Make sure the back heel is up to the sky. That's good news. Peeling off the sweatshirt. Okay, good. The inner thighs pull in, awesome, and you lift up through your spine. Have a feeling of your front ribs pulling in and lift up to the collarbones. One more breath. Hands to prayer. Tilt your spine forward and prayer twist to the left side. Take a moment to present your back leg. You're going to either squeeze it stronger or drop the knee to the ground. Now let this be a breathing experience where you lengthen your in-breath. You deepen the out-breath. Great focus, Susan. So you see what you're looking at. Stay here or open your arms. Make it steady, comfortable. And 2 more breaths. Warrior 2 on the next in-breath, right? You keep breathing through. Clarity finds you. Look through your left arm and expand your arms out. Yeah, you got it. Side angle pose, left forearm to your left thigh. First, find your feet. First, feel grounded before anything, on and off your mat. Once you feel grounded and you find your breath, then you could play around with half bind or any bind. If you're going for bird, be mindful of the balance, where you distribute your weight evenly. And if you're staying in your half or full bind, you grip the left butt cheek in, and from your navel, start to turn the torso toward the sky. Keep your gaze so it's comfortable on your neck. One more deep breath in. Chaturanga, low plank. So good to stay because you can through upward and downward facing dog. Just a little reminder that child's pose is just a drop of the knees and it's there for you whenever you need. Deep breath in, long exhale. Okay, you're gonna play with some frog leaps just for the fun of it. And what I want you to do is bring your heels together. Keep your hands in down dog. Bring your heels together a little closer. And then exhale, bend your knees and just simply pop the heels up. Just play around with it for a good, it's like donkey kicks, but you don't kick yourself. You bend and empty your breath and you pop up on empty. Yes. So the key is to breathe in, exhale, pump it out as you squat and hop up. Yes. You may even freak yourself out and go to a handstand. Okay, top of your mat. Great work. Chair pose, Utkatasana. You'll rest in chair pose. Doing great. Look straight ahead, hands to prayer, breathe in, prayer twist to the right side. Love this work because it works. Good, and when your thumbs are coming toward your heart center, stay there, or you can open your arms. Take 5 deep Ujjayi breaths, unhurried. Really good. One more breath, hips low, heart high. And then back to chair, just for a brief moment. And fold forward, exhale. Good. Separate your feet. You'll grab your big toes, first 2 fingers of each hand. And you can maybe, Brandy, take the feet apart a little bit just to feel balance. Halfway lengthen, inhale, fold, exhale. Be here now. It's so easy. I mean, for me, I can overthink so much. Just see what you're looking at right here. Go back to your breath and come out of thinking and into feeling. One more deep breath, pull up on your toes, clear it out. Release your hands from your feet, toe, heel, feet together. And prayer twist to the left side. So chair pose, hands to prayer. and lengthen and twist left. If your back is ever tender here, two things you can do is lift the hip bones up to the belly, squeeze in, and lengthen your hips to the back of your mat, your crown to the front of your mat. See what you see. When you want to come out, stay. We'll take 2 more breaths. You've got it. Yes. Back to chair for a split moment. Yes, yes. And then fold. Good. Okay. Fold forward. Separate your feet nice and wide. Climb your hands underneath. If you need a big old sigh, take it out through your mouth. But you're going to step on your hands for gorilla and bow your head down. To restore, to come back to your center is key. And so I look at this practice as moving through I bring everything to my mat. And then I leave it there. Release your hands from your feet. Crow pose, bring your heels together. And yeah, so you could stand on a block if that makes it easier, which it does. And squat so that you're climbing the knees to the backs of your arms. Hands down, maybe stay here. But I want you to start to bring your elbows over your wrists. Forward, one heel, maybe the other. Grip in your knees like crazy. Grip in. Yeah. And then you can take the knees to the backs of your arms. Yeah. And you grip the knees in as you begin to straighten your arms. Lift your butt up in the air, looking forward. Yes, great. And then come back to ragdoll. If you've gone through vinyasa, just come back to the front of your mat. Through ragdoll, we're going to roll up to stand one vertebrae at a time. Sweep up high, hands to namaste. All right. Standing leg raise, right side. Good work. Hold the right knee and left arm high. Some of you, right, just keep your spine tall. Some of you may grab the big toe and straighten the leg. And if not, keep the knee bent. Okay. Now keep your spine in, your crown tall, and open the right knee to the right, left arm like a wing, look left. Bring awareness. Notice how you're not looking at your feet, but you're aware of your feet. Bring awareness to your breath. And now bring the eyes back to the center and your knee forward, arms up to the sky. Inhale, extend your right leg, and exhale, bend it. Now inhale, extend your right leg, keep it long, and just lift up. Try not to lean back, lift up another inch or two, reach up, and then straight back to airplane. Sometimes you'll get a little cramp in your feet or a little ache. You're just waking up your muscles. Squeeze your arms and strong right leg. For balance, keep your gaze and lift your shoulders up as you tilt your spine down. Hands to namaste, pause. Half moon, take your hand to the left, a foot away. Here's a great moment for a block. And lift your right shoulder over the left. Eventually right hip over the left. Yes. So the right leg is back. And the block is on the left side. Yes. A few more breaths. Some of you stay here. Yes. Kick the heels away from each other. The upper toes are toward your knee. There's no rush. Open your chest. Maybe look up. If you've got this, maybe bend the upper knee. You want to grip that left hip in. Great. 3, 2, and then right foot down. Take a moment, rise up to stand, reach up, extended mountain, hands to prayer. Okay. Left knee up and pause. Use your right hand for balance. Take the right arm to the sky, hold the left knee. Play around if you want to grab your big toe or not. Once you get steady, stay in the center for a moment and then open up to the left. Good. Grip your right butt cheek in and start to lift your chest up. Now look to the right. Keep pulling in from your core. Breathe. Great. Look forward. Take your leg forward. Arms up. Okay, use your whole body. Pull in to lift up. Press out through the left foot. Yes. Now without leaning back, lift another inch higher. Another inch higher. And bend your left knee. Take it back to airplane. So try a different arm variation. Maybe interlace the fingers or take the arms forward. Remember, this is always a discovery. It's not trying to get it perfect. There is no perfect. Strong back leg. Strong breath. Good. Hands to prayer, pause. Moving into half moon, right hand a foot away. So vinyasa means to place everything with purpose, intentional. So your right hand a foot away, that's it. If you're feeling off balance, just so you check in, you inquire. What? Maybe I'll move the block forward or back until you feel like, okay, that's my center. Kick the heels away from each other, lean back. And if you can go ahead and move further, bend, yes, Maddie, grab the upper foot, bend your knee. There may be a lot of screaming in that right ankle, right butt cheek. Just breathe through what you feel. Do the best you can to stay. One more breath. And then left foot down. Come up to stand. Shake it out. Doing great. Sweep up. Hands to namaste. Take a moment to clear out, to feel your feet. Good. We're gonna move into dancers, one on each side, but you're gonna hold it a little longer. So the moment you wanna come out, you're gonna kick harder to stay in. Okay, left arm high, catch your right foot from the inside. Let's begin with the knees together first. Tailbone is down. Now lift your spine tall, breathe in. Start to fall forward. The key here is to lift your right thigh higher and make it parallel to the ground. Higher, reach forward, kick more. Look outward instead of down. You came out, no big deal. Come back in. 5 more Ujjayi breaths. And then you kick to come out. Very good. Left side, dancer pose. From the inside, keep the knees together and your tailbone down. When you rise up, start to fall forward and outward. Be careful not to go down. It will weigh you down. Reach outward. Kick the left thigh higher than you think. Now color it in with breath. 5 more. Kick and reach and kick and reach. Good, Martin. Good, everyone. Come on. Slip right into tree pose. Stay in that awesome zone. Right foot above the left thigh, left knee or below. Palms become one. And you stand nice and tall. Keep pulling into your center. The spine is in, the crown is tall. And then take your arms up. Beyond this pose, coming out of your head and doing, receive the pose. Receive all the abundance the universe has for you if you open up and allow yourself to receive. Big gratitude, lift up, go back, inhale. Hands to prayer and switch sides. Left foot above the knee or below. And then you pull in, you press down, and you look straight ahead and breathe. When you feel steady, go ahead and rise. Rise and shine. Feel Grounded, strong arms, strong breath. Shift your energy from doing this pose to receiving. Receive. From your heart, lift open. One more breath. Hands to namaste. Foot to the ground. Very nice. Come up to the top of your mat. Hands by your side. Vinyasa through. Sweep up. Inhale. Forward fold. Go through your vinyasa. Dance it through. Halfway to your low plank. When you get to up dog, you open your chest. When you get to downward facing dog, take a few breaths to press your inner thighs back with every out breath. Stretch the heels down toward the earth. Right foot forward, warrior one. Open warrior two. Okay. You're going to straighten your right leg until you can't reach any further forward. You're reaching across the table. Okay. Press the mound of the front big toe, the outer edge of your back foot. Now take your right hand to ankle or your block or shin. And I'll tell you, the one thing you don't want to do is lean forward. Tuck your right butt cheek in and lean back. Beautiful. Expansive in your breath, in your chest, even expansive between the toes. Lift your 10 toes and expand. Feel so grounded. You're inviting the energy from the earth right up into your body and freedom to let everything move through so you become transparent. The next in breath, come up to stand. Really good, everyone. And close your right toes in. Prasarita, face the side of your mat, the long side of your mat. Go ahead and bring your hands to lower back. Breathe in, fold forward, breathe out. Hands to the ground through your halfway lengthen, bow fold. Okay, so once you fold, a couple of you may have a tripod headstand you want to take. Otherwise, I like grabbing my heels with the 5 fingertips. And so you press your hands on your heels and you pull up on your heels. Drop your head down. You have that tripod headstand, you press the inner thighs toward each other and the mounds of the big toes to the ceiling. And breathing. Let me mute you for a second. One more breath. Take your time coming down if you went upside down. And then hands onto your hips to your flat back. Press down, rise up, vertical. Good. Face your right foot to the front of your mat. Step your back foot in a little bit. Okay, we're going to take left arm high. Bend your left elbow. You may want to grab the towel, Brandy. And then your right hand from behind. So if you can't touch, maybe a towel, or you could grab your shirt. But most important, you keep your left elbow, yes, Martin, close to your head, your right elbow close to your waist. Face the front foot on 12 o'clock and descend over your front foot. So your arms are in a bind and you are pouring your chest over your front right thigh toward the outside. Yes. Grip the right hip in and be steady in both feet. One more breath. Let yourself lean into it. Exhale. Okay, for your halfway lift, release your hands. Maybe shake the shoulders out and put your block outside of your right foot for twisting triangle. Yes. Pull the right hip back. Lengthen your left lung forward and twist to the right. So see that one point. And let's begin from the ground. Press down into your feet. Pull into your core. Lift your upper hand to the sky and twist. Good, Chris. Okay, great. Chaturanga. Loving those surfboards behind you, Maddie. Downward facing dog. Okay. Take a breath. Left foot forward, crest, excuse me, warrior 1 to 2 for triangle pose. Yeah, you got it. And then when you straighten your left leg, hinge your hips way, way back, reach forward. Triangle left side. Just to fine tune a couple things here. Your front toes on 12 o'clock, left toes. The back foot is pressing the outer edge of your foot. Pull your legs in and then lean back. Your gaze should be where your neck feels comfortable. And your neck is a continuation of your spine. Okay, great. Use your core. The next in-breath, come up to stand. And close the left toes in. I changed my mind. Bring the heels in, toes out. Goddess pose. Or horse, whatever you want to call it. Okay, heels in, toes out. Hands to your heart center. Pause. Good. I know I tend to lean forward. You can do that initially. And then open your arms to cactus and bring your shoulders over your hips. Yes. See that one point. If there's anything that you are just so tired of showing up in your head all the time, the same story, you're gonna burn that right now. Take it down into the legs. Breathe into, right, just ridding of, incinerating nonsense that keeps you from really feeling free, living your passionate life, just being at ease. Just really focus on just breathing through. If you can sink a little deeper, do that. So what if you feel a lot? You pull it in, you breathe. Good. 5 more breaths. Muster all the strength you've got from within. And stand up. Woo! Toes in, hands behind you, interlace your fingers, breath in, hold, forward. Ha! Do that a couple times. Do that when you're feeling a little bit like really filled or angry, anything. Just do that. Everything is energy. All you're going to do is move through it and rise above the nonsense. Exhale through your mouth. Come back up. Very good. And face your left foot on 12 o'clock to the front of your mat. This time you're going to take your right arm high, left hand from below. Keep the elbow close to your head and interlace fingers. Or take a strap. Yeah. Pull in and then pour over your front left thigh. It's not what's gripping us. So first thing, find your feet on the ground. Maybe there's a little more distance between the right and left foot for better balance. Relax your head, use your legs. Grip the left hip in. And press the mound of the front big toe and the center of your back heel. Breathe, let your brain relax. One more breath. Stick out your tongue, exhale out. Okay, good work. Release your hands, come to your flat back. Put the block outside of your left foot. Yeah, left foot on 12 o'clock. Hips back, heart forward, twist to the left. Create your longest spine. That's it, very good. And twist. 2 more. Breathe in, heart forward, hips back. Breathe out, twist and reach that upper hand to the sky. 1 more. Twist, 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 ring it out. Chaturanga, flow through. Moving through everything, dance through resistance. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Great work, everyone. High plank, lower to the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, let go. Well deserved. Just relax your head to one side, relax your whole body. And you can lay down all the way. Went away last week. It was not easy to let go at first. You know, we think, oh, I'm gonna go away. So easy. But my mind kept working. And that's okay, because I noticed that's the key. Pick your head up, turn the other cheek. That's why I love the physicalness of this practice. It takes me out of my thinking and into maybe getting so tired that I can't think. Okay, great work. Rest onto your forehead. And you're going to interlace your fingers at your lower back, point your toes, and bring your feet together. Empty, relax everything. And on the next in breath, you just lift your chest. And the exhale, lengthen your knuckles. Best you can to keep your shoulder blades in. On the next in breath, lift your thighs and chest off the ground. Grip everything in, breathing as best you can. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Breath in and out. Okay. Bend your knees, grab the tops of your feet. Some of you may need to do 1 foot at a time. Now, when you breathe in, lift your shins up. And then you breathe out, kick your feet like crazy. So keep that a rhythm. Inhale, lift, exhale, kick. And on your own, keep rising, keep stretching, keep breathing. Stretch your skin. Trust me, it won't break. Just keep stretching. Good, Brandy. And then relax. Let's do 1 more of those. Grab the other foot if that's what you did, or both feet. So John, if you want to go a little deeper, you can cross your hands and grab the opposite ankles. It's a little bit deeper, but make sure everyone you draw the shoulder blades in. On the in-breath, lift, and the exhale, kick your feet back. So, and if you haven't been in a while, sometimes you'll get cramps in your feet or calves. Yeah, that's what happens, right? Make sure you drink a lot of water. 3, 2, kick, 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 and relax. Sometimes cramping is just a sign of dehydration. Drink more water, and coconut water too. Okay, upward facing dog. Nice and tall, breathe in. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Make your way onto your back, whether you put a block underneath for a moment or just lie on your back and bend your knees. If you have a block underneath your back, just stay there. If you're lying on your back and your knees are wide and your feet are down on the ground, just roll your legs back and forth, windshield wipe. So you can separate your feet a little wider, Chris. Yeah. Take it to each side. Hope it doesn't go in the rain. Oh, you don't want the sun. It's right there. You can go there if you want. Yeah. It started out really cloudy this morning and gray, and now sunny here. But I always feel like that's what I feel like sometimes. You wake up, it's kind of like a little prison sometimes in our head, and then all of a sudden, oh, there's a whole new world out there. Okay, go ahead and bring your feet to the ground if not already. Touch your fingertips to your heels. So you're going to come into bridge pose. If it's a day you want that block, do that. Rise on up to bridge pose. Push your feet down, lift your hips to the sky. Tuck your shoulders underneath enough to interlace fingers or to step on your heels. Root the inner thighs down as you lift your hips higher, and then you'll come down. Do 4 more rounds so you can stay up the whole time with 1 or down. Go ahead, lift again in bridge, or go into wheel or your block. Again, when you come back into your body, you'll know what you want. You'll listen to your body. And then you'll come down, take a pause, breathe in, breathe out. 3 more. Ground down, rise up. Press your hands, your feet, your core in, rise. and you'll come down and reset. Maybe move the wrists around. I'll speak to wheel for this one. Bring your hands by your shoulders if it's something you want to give it a try today. Bring your heels, press your feet down, lift your hips even higher, and maybe come onto the crown of your head with your hands by your ears. If you're on the crown of your head, your hands by your side, straighten your arms and draw your shoulder blades in. Yeah, and then Maddie, you can even lift your heels and walk your feet in a little bit toward your hands and try to stretch the heels back down. Okay, and then stay up or come down for 2 more. Rise, reset, open up your sunshine. Remember, the breath is prana. You're bringing life back into your life. And then relax. And 1 more. This one is for you, for your awesomeness, for everything you do. Just celebrating you. Okay. Set your hands, your feet, rise on up. While it's important to do so much for others, you've got to really come back in and really celebrate you. 5, 4, plenty of time to come back in, Christopher. 3, 1 more, rise and shine. 2, you gotta stick your tongue out, big lion's breath. And then come on down. Bravo, everyone, soles of your feet together. Hand on your heart, hand on your belly. Just relax, and just want you to come into a really nice, gentle sense of gratitude. The fact that you can just be here. You've got a body to move. Hug your knees into your chest. Great work. Happy baby, the soles of your feet to the sky, knees towards your armpits. Simple and effective abdominals. So you will take your legs straight up to the sky, hands behind your head, elbows wide. You lift as high as you can and keep it right there as your new low, elbows wide, and pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Exhale, exhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands forward. Lower your right leg 6 inches from the ground. Yes, keep pressing the heels away and switch legs. And you switch and you breathe. If you need to protect your lower back, you put your hands at the lower back and you keep switching with your head up to protect your lower back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now both legs up, sit onto your hands, heels in, toes out, straight legs, lower 1/3 and breathe. Another third, hold there like you're kicking the heels away from you and breathe. 1 inch from the ground with your feet. Keep looking at your toes, hold there. Now scissor kick your legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs up, knees to chest. Good, you're doing it all. Throwing the whole kitchen sink at you. Okay, knees over your hips, hands behind your head, elbows wide. You're gonna take bicycles. So keep the legs, the toes flexed, the knees over the hips. Look that your heels and knees are in the same line. Really good. And now go ahead and twist and bicycle. Bike it out. Bike out any residue left, any sensation, feelings, anything stuck, get it out. Bring it up and get it out. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, like pressing through thick mud. 13, 12, 11, exhale, exhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in. Yes. Okay, rock up and back, up and back. Moving into hip opening sequence. Take either one the whole time or take you through a few of them. Half pigeon can be from downward facing dog. You can take it also on your back reclined. And there's also an option for frog pose, which your knees are wide and a pretty deep hip opener. So I'll begin by going through half pigeon right side. If you're coming from your down dog, you want to make sure, yes, that your right knee is in line with your right hip and you flex your right toes. Lengthen your spine up and forward and relax your head down. Let your head be so relaxed that you can just focus your breath and regulate your breath down into the hip area. And the reading I open up to is stay connected to yourself. So listen as you relax into your pose. The woman was describing her reaction to an area she had visited, a place poisoned by toxic chemicals, a piece of earth maimed and harmed by humankind. It's not that I didn't feel connected there, she said thoughtfully. I felt connected, but feeling connected meant feeling connected to pain. The woman was describing more than a piece of land. She was describing a place many of us visit at times on our journey. We feel connected, but we're connected to pain and sadness. We may be reacting to an incident from our past or to something taking place right now. Don't run away from it. You don't have to run anymore. You don't have to hide. You don't have to leave your body or wonder what's wrong. All that is of the ego. You simply just need to feel what's there, even if it hurts for a bit. It's a great way our bodies tell us there's something that we need to listen to. Sometimes we're healing from toxic beliefs, feelings, and attitudes we've accumulated. But it's okay. Just stay, breathe, it will move through. Sometimes there's a message, a lesson to learn, an action to take. That's why it's important to be with and feel, not avoid. That will follow naturally if you are connected. So have the courage to feel, not judging or making it good or bad. Just open up to your connection. Half pigeon left side, or stay in frog. The price of being connected may mean that we occasionally feel pain, but the reward for staying connected will be consciousness, an expansion of your consciousness, receiving guided action, and an open heart. Don't be afraid to feel. Don't stay closed. Open up and allow yourself to feel everything. You are human. You are courageous to walk on this planet, to move through what need be, but to remember, ultimately, you are love, and you're returning back to that. About 5 more awesome breaths where you give yourself permission to relax and feel. Slowly make your way with your legs forward. Remove the flesh from your sitting bones and then go ahead and lean or reach your arms up and then stretch over your stretched legs. I can speak. Lengthen your spine right over your legs. It's okay if you bend the knees. Take a breath and bow your head. Surrender. And gently from here, Come up to tabletop, bend your knees, hands behind you, and just lift your knees and hips in the same line. And on your back in tabletop, that's it. You lift your hips and then gently come on down onto your back. We'll finish with a supine twist on each side. So just lie on your back, hold your right knee into your chest and across to your left shoulder. Yes. If you can get that knee toward the left, you can actually look to the right. Gentle. Feel your back with one more breath. And then gently change sides. Hug the left knee and scoot your hips to the left a little. And that way you can twist over to the right. Yes. Left knee to right. Okay, back to your center. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze for the work you do, for your commitment to your growth in your life and your awesomeness. Shavasana, great work everyone. If you'd like to lift your legs up with a block underneath, if you'd like to rest with your legs up against the wall or just lie comfortably. So the only thing you want to perfect is letting go. Take a deep, deep breath in and a big sigh out through your mouth. Surrender. Relax your shoulders, your eyes, your jaw. Let the fullness of your breath help you to just drop in even heavier till you can sink in and do no thing. Shavasana. Gently take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Move your fingers and toes. And then gently bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. Maybe roll on the right side first. Sit up nice and tall. Let your hands rest onto your thighs. Just pause for a moment with your eyes closed to feel the shift, perhaps a little bit more awake, at ease. And gently bring your hands to your heart center. And together, let's finish off with one deep Om. Inhale. Thumb knuckles to your forehead center. In gratitude, take a deep breath in of trust. Together we bow. Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Great job, Brandy and everyone. So good to have you. Just really hand your morning over to me. Thank you. And I will be so happy to send some of you. Yes, I know that Lindsay, you wanted me to send a link to someone. So yeah, I'm happy to send that to anyone who wants links. Perfect. Nice to see you all. Have a beautiful Sunday. I'll see you tonight, Susan, for our 40 days. Hi, Maddie. Great to see you. Christopher, so good to be with you. Thank you, John and everyone. Thanks, Brandy. Make sure you guys drink a lot of water. Hydrate really well. And if there's ever any request, I'm here. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks, Pilar.
Thank you so much. Maddie, are you doing the 40 days? Hold on, she's muted.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. I'll see you tonight then.
Yeah, I'll see you tonight.
Bye, Liz.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Pilar. Thank you.
Welcome. Oh, so good to see you both.
This is Tamaru. She's worked out with you before, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So.
Yeah, that's right. You had a little party, and then the girls came, and I was doing the class.
Yeah.
Good
right,
to see you both. Thank you for joining. I will talk to you soon. Thanks.
Okay,
I'll send
we'll
you
see
a link.
Wednesday. Bye.
Okay, bye.